Good morning.
Thank you.
Good?
Really good.
Hello, good morning. Welcome back to my channel for another vlog. If this is your first time here, hi, my name is Darlene. If it's not, welcome back to another vlog. Today is actually Monday, May 6th, I think it is. Yes, it is. I think it's actually my first vlog in May. It's currently about 8:55 a.m. and I'm gonna start getting ready for the day. Today I actually have my appointment with my gastroenterologist. I've been waiting for this appointment for about 2 to 3 months, I feel like, so I can finally see my gastroenterologist today. I did promise to y'all that I would actually document this whole process and journey, because I did open up about wanting to be more on top of my health journey. I did open up about having gastroparesis and just the ups and downs with that and struggling with that for the past what has it been, 6 years now, I think it is. I got diagnosed in 2016. Wait, it's 7 years now. So I got diagnosed back in 2016, and I will say after the pandemic and losing my mom, I've just completely put my health on the back burner, and I've decided that enough is enough. I finally just have to take care of my health. So today we are going to my gastroenterologist and just see where I stand. I don't really know what this appointment is going to really entail, because this is the first appointment, so I don't know if this is just gonna be getting me in the system or what, but I still want to document this. I was thinking of either combining all of my doctor's appointments and things into one big video, but then I feel it would make more sense if y'all see kind of my journey in real time. So I'm just gonna vlog a normal day. I know that my husband and I are gonna go to this appointment. I know afterwards we want to go try that coffee shop that we didn't get to try last week, that it was actually closed, so we're gonna do that. And then Ranger has a vet appointment later this evening, and then we want to come home and just clean and chill. So we're just gonna have kind of a typical day. Might go to HEB and do a grocery restock. So just gonna have a normal day, but I'm gonna start getting ready. My appointment is at 11, and it's in North Austin, and I live in South Austin, so it's gonna be a bit of a drive because Austin traffic is literally crazy. So, but I think for the sake of timing and everything, I am going to get ready off camera, but I did want to go ahead and intro this vlog. But this is the before, and this is the after. I am dressed, ready to go. Hair is done. I also have this cute little outfit from Amazon, which you can't even see. I will show you a full OOTD when I get back home. Let's go, and I will update you once I get there. Done with the doctor's appointment. We're actually back on our side of town at Chick-fil-A. I'm done with my appointment. The nerves are gone, so I'm I am hungry. I need food. Even though Matthew made a little breakfast this morning, I'm I don't know, it's when you have that nervous tension and then you release it. I'm I just need everything in sight. So we're gonna grab some Chick-fil-A.
All the Chick-fil-A
All
nuggets.
the Chick-fil-A nuggets, but we have some updates. I may not have gastroparesis.
Yeah, so, I don't know if you can see me. Hi there, husband. For a little backstory, when my wife was first going through this stuff, my wife and I were broken up at the time. So when she was going through this, she went through it alone.
Yeah.
And,
I mean, I had my mom there, but we were two women,
yeah,
listening to all these doctors, you know?
I'm not trying to knock the doctors that she went to in San Antonio.
You can knock them, you're mad.
But, oh yeah, no, I'm pretty pissed. But at the same time, it's I may not have a leg to stand on, because once again, I wasn't in the picture at the time.
Yeah.
And then, two, but I guess if anything, I'm sure we're going to tell you the full story here in a bit, but for all you people out there who are getting checked for things, especially something like gastroparesis, make sure you get double and triple opinions.
Yes.
Because my wife went through a lot of things, and I don't know if it's been positive, because obviously this is years later. She had her gallbladder removed because of them saying that she had gastroparesis. So I don't know if this has improved her from then to now.
Right.
But just hearing the doctor saying that she doesn't have gastroparesis, may not have gastroparesis.
He honestly, he would run me through the whole history, and he's yeah, I don't think you have it. And like, because the main symptom, like why you get gastroparesis is if you're diabetic or there's like other underlying issues, and I don't have either of those things. You know, I wasn't even like, I'm not even pre-diabetic, I'm nothing. So that was always an issue with me too, and it always like was in the back of my mind. But I went through all of these testings. I had so many like tests done. I went through so much stuff. Like, that's why like I was trying to explain him my medical history, but it was like all such a blur because 2016, 2017, 2018, like it's all such like this like huge blur because of like all these like appointments and like scans and like tests I did for it to like possibly be incorrect. And he even like, he's like, I don't want to redo all the tests, but he wants to redo like some of the important ones. But it is a little upsetting because, you know, like Matthew said, like the surgery could have helped, it could have not helped, but like we don't know, and I had it done for a reason. It is upsetting, you know. Yeah, it's like
what if these doctors didn't do like a thorough investigation and inspections and stuff, and like maybe they could have did some other testing to double check and triple check to find out like. And
I even went to, not to cut, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. We do that a lot.
Yeah, but like just try to find out like, because what if she didn't need to have her gallbladder removed? Because it's like, hello, like here's a young girl. You're telling her she has gastroparesis. I'm sorry, like there might be some people out there that know stuff like this, but like we grew up poor and Latino, like we don't know what that is. Like what the heck is that?
Yeah.
You know? And she comes from a single mother home, like, you know, you got two ladies and they're like, well, what the heck is that? You know? And it's like, part of me feels like, this is not for everybody, obviously. Like, I know there's good doctors out there and stuff, but I also feel like there's just some doctors out there that are just in it for the money. And, you know, oh yeah, this is going to help you. We need to give you, we need to remove your gallbladder. My wife had to spend like $9,000.
And insurance covered majority of it, but I paid $9,000 out of pocket
to have her gallbladder removed. Like, I'm sorry, what? Yeah. You know, and then now we're finding out she didn't even probably need to have that happen.
Yeah.
You know, so once again, like, if you're seeing this, like, make sure you double and triple check. Like, especially if you are anything like the way we grew up and you're like us, like, you know, Hispanics, we have a history of not going to the doctor and things like that. Like we both grew up, you know, without insurance, things like that. Like my parents never went to the doctor. Like even growing up with me, like I never hardly ever went to the doctor, you know. So if you are gonna be out there and get checked, like make sure you double and triple check, get second opinions, you know, things like that. Like,
well, even third opinion, because I got a second opinion, and even the second specialist was like, yes, I agree. This is what we need to do. Scheduled my gallbladder surgery.
But of course, like, wasn't that second opinion recommended by the first guy?
Yeah.
So see, it's like, you know, I don't know, like I could be overthinking this and I might be a little, I don't know, conspiracy theorist or whatever you want to call it. But it's like, I'm sorry, if the first person's telling you that you have this major thing, well, if you don't believe me, let me recommend someone to you. Like, you don't think they're homies? And they're like, yeah, just tell her that she has this.
Yeah.
And then, like, you know, we're going to do this surgery and hopefully it helps. But either way, we're going to get $9,000 out of her. And plus whatever the insurance covers. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, part of me feels like it's just a scam. Yeah. You know? But obviously, your health is important. So once again, just please, if you're out there, like, even if it's expensive, like, double and triple check. Because there's nothing worth your health. Like, you know, thankfully, like, a gallbladder is one of those things, like,
you don't really need it. Yeah, you don't need it.
But for people out there who are getting diagnosed with some things and they're like, well, we need to remove whatever, like, hey, well, wait a minute, like, you know, that's in there for a reason, you know, like, you want to make sure, like, do you really need to have that removed, or is there another way, you know, like, so just please, like, double check, like, it's
for sure, it is a lot. And you know, we were like talking about it the whole like ride back over here, just annoyed and upset and frustrated, but at the end of it still, like, you know, somewhat like relieved, because like the guy was like just straight to the point, you know, like kind of like, I don't think this, like, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that. So he did schedule some tests that we're gonna have to redo, and he does want to see like all of my paperwork, which I thankfully have majority of like all of my doctor's stuff. I should have brought it. I didn't think it. I thought they could just like request the records, but he wants them in hand, so I'll have to bring them to him, which is fine. Because I would prefer him to like look through everything too, if you know, so that he could see it like himself. But it is a lot. but at the end of the day, it's all good and it's positive. And I did have a good feeling. Like, everyone there was so friendly, so nice. And he looks at me and he's like, you don't look like a typical gastroparesis patient. And I was like...
Yeah, so, I mean, and once again, it's not off the table. Like,
it's not off the table. I could have it, but he was like... He seemed pretty confident that I don't, but I am getting tested for, like, celiac disease and some other things, you know? So, it could be something else. We don't know what it could be. So, I feel like I'm kind of back to square one. But that's okay. And then the other thing too that like made me so upset, because like with gastroparesis you can't have like anything high fiber, and he's like, no, you need fiber. He like wants to put me on a high fiber diet, and I'm like, for the past 5 years I've been having no fiber. So it's just and
okay, and for, you know, maybe a little too much TMI out there, but obviously she hasn't been having fiber, right? Like no fibrous food, no supplements, things like that. So she's been not going to the bathroom regularly, which also makes her like, well, my stomach hurts, you know, and she has like bloating and things like that. So that's where I think the abdominal pain's coming from. And it makes sense because it's like, well, she's not going to the bathroom regularly, like, you know, but these other doctors are telling her like, no high fiber, and now this doctor is saying,
like, no, you need fiber. So I'm like,
because he was saying like, you know, your digestive, like your intestines and things like that for your digestive system and tracts and whatnot are different. They're a completely different organ from your stomach. And like the way this other doctor was explaining to her before, it almost made it seem like he was combining the two. And it's like, I'm like, oh my gosh, like.
But even when he showed us on the picture, we were like, oh.
Yeah, so he was like, no, you need fiber.
Yeah, like, I am happy that we went, finally got it taken care of. But you know, it's like a mix of emotions for sure. Like,
but it's good.
It is good at the end of the day, because, you know, I feel like we're in Austin, these doctors here, and if Matthew will like obviously like be there with me through everything. Yep. But if we feel any doubt, we will leave or just not book again and find somebody else here. But at least we are on the right track with finding out what's wrong with me. It could even be something super small, or it could be something different, or it could still be gastroparesis. We don't know. Like, that's the thing. I am back at square one, but at least we're at a good starting point.
I will say, like, what he did say was, like, he, just based off what this visit, he was saying, if it's not gastroparesis, he's like, I truly think, he's like, and once we do the test, we'll know for sure. He's like, but I have a very strong suspicion that he's like, I think you just might have a gluten intolerance.
So yeah.
Which, if that's the case, I'm sorry, I don't think you need your gallbladder removed if you have a gluten intolerance.
I am gonna go eat my feelings in Chick-fil-A now.
Yeah.
I have a cold rap calling my name, so.
I know. Now that she ain't got she possibly might not have gastroparesis. All the food, baby.
I mean, I'm still on my
I know, we're on a
health
diet
journey, so.
But Chick-fil-A right now.
Yes. Back home, we did stop at H-E-B. I will give y'all a little grocery haul. I didn't film it because it was like a very, very quick haul, but we somehow managed to spend $90 on this very small bag. So let me give you a little haul. We are gonna have steak for dinner tonight, which I'm very excited for. So Matthew got us some ribeye boneless steaks. We like the thin ones. And then he also got these little steaks for the dogs. We like to make them steaks. It's like a very, like, you know, rare occasion. We also got some of the loaded potato boats, the H-E-B ones in the Meal Simple. They're already ready, just pop them in the oven. These are so good. For a veggie, we're going to have some grilled asparagus. And I love these little like thin ones that H-E-B has. They're just so good. Like, they have like the thicker asparagus, but I like the thin ones. And then we got some baby wipes for the restroom because I just like to use wipes. And then I got bit by like a mosquito or something yesterday, so it looks kind of... It never fails. I got bit by something. So I got some like itch cream. This is like the dupe of, not the dupe, oh my god. Like the generic of the Benadryl itch cream. So I got some of that. The pharmacist said to use that. And also my gastroenterologist today said to start taking Miralax. But for some reason the Miralax was like $15, but HEB's version was $7. So literally half the price. It has the same ingredients. And then Matthew and I used to always drink this like aloe vera stuff. We'd like put it like in our waters or like teas or something. It's also really good for digestion, so we got a little bottle of this as well. We also got some of these dental flossers. And then for a little sweet treat, these are so good. I got these our last HEB trip. They're the Yasa little ice cream sandwiches, but they're the cookies and cream. They are so stinking good if you want like a little sweet treat. I am on my period, so trying to like, you know, be better. It has 140 calories, 5 grams of protein. How many sugars? It has a lot of sugar, but you know, it's a better alternative than having a piece of chocolate cake. So I'm gonna put this in the freezer. But that is, oh, and then some sour cream because I wanted to have it on my potatoes. But that's pretty much it for our haul, and it was literally $90. So I'm gonna put all this away. It's currently now 2 o'clock. Ranger's vet appointment is at 4:30, so we're probably just gonna chill here for a little bit, get ready to take him to his appointment, and then probably come back home and start making dinner. I also wanted to share my OOTD with you today. This was a perfect set to go to the doctor's office in and just to run errands. It's this really cute little crop tee with these pants. I guess these are kind of like joggers. They have like a little elastic waistband. They're so comfy. They are tons of colors. I just got a gray one for like a little neutral moment. Top is cropped, but it does go longer in the back, which for me, I wish it was cropped all around. But the pants also do have pockets, which is nice because sometimes like the Amazon pants don't have pockets, but it was super cute and very comfy. I also love how the top is like very oversized and it kind of like droops down like this, so super comfy. I want to order it in more colors, and it's kind of warm today and I was like super cool in this. It's very, very lightweight and breezy for the Texas heat. But this was my outfit. I didn't wear my Crocs. I wore this with my Air Force Ones, and that was my little look. But I'm gonna rest for a little bit, put all the groceries away, and I will check back in a little bit. Also, I just cleaned this mirror, and I don't know if you can see all of this dog hair all over it. So the dog, they said it'll be fun, they said. It's a little bit later. It's a lot later. It's currently 7:14 p.m. Have a little strawberry lemon poppy. So good. So we are back from Ranger's appointment, or should I say his not appointment. Long story short, which I don't really like want to like get into it because I feel like I'm already like over it.
No,
well,
I'm most likely gonna get into it.
Long story short, we ended up booking Ranger's appointment through Petco's vet, which is called Vetco, and they ended up okay.
No, turn the camera to me.
Okay, keep it short though.
I will.
Keep it short because
will.
Matthew rants, and I have to edit out so much of his rants.
I like to give the details. Okay.
Oh, your head's cut off.
Okay.
Come join us.
Hold on, no, just real quick. Real quick. Just for the record, okay? I called this place a week ago. I don't do stuff online if I can help it. Like booking appointments on apps and things like that, I don't do that. I like to go in person or I call. So I called and spoke to somebody, and I'm pretty sure the woman we're about to talk about is the one that I spoke to.
Yeah.
So I made an appointment, and even when we were done with everything, I said, is there anything else I need to do? She said, no, you're booked, you're good, everything's fine. I said, okay, cool. I will see you at our appointment. And that's it, you know what I mean? But now, she was saying, we were on our way over there, and we got in some traffic, so, you know, we called and said, hey, we might be about 10-15 minutes late, hope that's okay. And as we're calling and speaking to the person on the phone, they're saying, oh, your appointment was canceled. Excuse me? You know? So we were like, well, we didn't cancel it. And she said, no, they said that they sent you an email and that it was canceled. And we were like,
didn't confirm it.
And we said, because we didn't confirm it, I guess through an email, like something like they sent us an email to confirm it. And I said, well, I booked the appointment over the phone, and the woman I spoke to at the Vetco, not the Petco, the Vetco, she said, I asked, is there anything else I need to do? She said, no, you're booked. Everything's good. I said, okay, cool. But obviously, we're speaking to somebody else, so she doesn't know she doesn't know all the details. So, come to find out, yeah, basically, like, oh, we sent you an email and we canceled it. And we're just like, well, when did the email sent? Because we didn't receive any email, which, by the way, we didn't. And, you know, she was like, oh, we sent it this morning. Excuse me? Like, I don't know, like, how y'all do things, but I don't check my emails every day. And first of all, like, if a regular doctor is going to cancel an appointment, my experience is they call you, physically call you, and say, hey, sorry, we're going to have to cancel because, you know, I don't know, we overbooked or something. This person is telling me that they sent an email this morning. Yeah. And, you know, okay, sure. And first of all, I don't believe that at all because we checked our emails, didn't get nothing. You know, my wife, we had a heck of a day. We had to get up early today. My wife had a doctor's appointment. That was nerve-wracking. Yeah. You know, just, you know, regular adult stuff. You know, I'm trying to be there to support my wife because she does. She gets nervous when it comes to doctor stuff, especially when it comes to health, like her health. So, anyways, but yeah. So that's that. I'll let her continue because I don't want to rant.
Yes. So, okay. So you heard that. Matthew books the appointment, updates everything. And the reason why we went to Vetco, which we had like a great vet in San Antonio, one that we loved so much, but we just needed Ranger to get seen like ASAP because he has some like skin issues and we just needed him to get in quick and then we'd find like a vet that we liked here.
No, and I was being a bad dad dog. First of all, don't come at me, right?
The camera's so close to your
whatever,
face.
I don't care. Anyways, I'm the type of person like, I'm not used to taking dogs to vets. Like, I'm just not. Like, I didn't grow up like that. I know it's wrong. Obviously, lesson learned. Like, I want to do what's best for our dog, right? Because we love him. So, my wife told me, like, I think a month prior that, oh, you know, he needs to get, like, his vaccines and he needs to get his flea thing. I'm like, okay, cool, yeah, we'll book that. You know, but of course, I'm just being like a guy. I'm like, oh, yeah, we'll book it later. Like, I'm not worrying about it. I'm like, okay, we'll do it when we can. You know, we'll do it as soon as we can. You know, life happens, work, whatever. Like, we just got caught up. And then he ran out of his monthly flea thing, which I completely forgot about. So this past week, he got fleas, and that's what we've been dealing with. And that's why he's been scratching so much. Yeah, so, to the point where he's gotten he's just really raw and whatever. So, like, we're going to take care of it. We do have an appointment tomorrow with a different vet.
I'll get into all that.
Yeah, so, you know, but anyway, so that's my fault. That's my bad. So, you know. Sorry, Ranger.
I know. So if you see him scratching in the background, that's why. But anywho, so I called the vet to let them know that we're running late. And they're like, oh, you're canceled. So this whole thing happens. And I'm like trying to talk to a manager. Like, it was just like a mess. I was upset because we're like fighting traffic. And we get there and we're like 6 minutes late, you know? And me and Matthew were talking, and I'm like, look, let me just go inside and see if I can at least just buy the flea medication or something. See if they can like work with me, like what we can do or something, you know? And go in, and the girl's just being super rude and snarky to begin with, and it.
No, you're missing the part. When we were in the car, and you were just talking to that woman because they finally transferred your call. Because
it was like a customer service. It wasn't even the actual location.
So they finally transferred our phone call to that location, and we spoke to the woman. Yeah. And right off the bat, she was being very rude. Very rude and like just having a big attitude. Yeah. And we were like, look, like she, you know, and she told you like, yep, sure did, canceled your appointment, sure did, like just being like very like condescending and very rude.
Whenever I was on the phone, I was like, can I talk to a manager? Like, cause like this is ridiculous, you know? And she put me on hold, and then when I walk in, I was like, oh, you canceled my appointment for Ranger? She's like, yep, sure did. And I was like, okay, well, you know, I'm here, and I'm here, and I just want to figure out like what happened, why the appointment was canceled. And she was like, well, like she first leads with, well, you're 9 minutes late, first of all, and I only give you a 5-minute grace period. And I was like, well, I would have only been less than 5 minutes late, but I was in the car talking to my husband, like I'm already late, so I'm just here to get some information, like what the heck happened.
And first of all, if you cancel our appointment, apparently we're not late for anything.
Exactly.
So like, what are you talking? So why are you starting off with that?
I know. So she just like wanted to fight, you know. So it was just like a mess to begin with, and like she was just like honestly, everything that I was like saying, she was like being super snarky and attitudey with me. And I've worked in customer service. I have had several jobs, which I've talked about before. Like, I have worked in customer service. I've done front desk, and I will never have ever talked to like a customer or like a patient like that. And it was just like so crazy how she was like wanting to like argue back with me. And like I was like, well, can I just talk to a manager? Like, the reason why I'm here is I'm trying to get my dog on his vaccines up to date. Like, there's like a couple of vaccines we need to get up to date, and I need to get him on his flea medication. I'm like, can I just at least buy it? No, you can't. And I'm like, can I talk to your manager? My manager's not here. And I'm like, well, get your story straight, because you told me your manager was in this like in a visit with the patient, like. And so she just gets up and walks away, and it was like there's more to the story, but I don't want to like go on and on. Like, it was just like
she was just very rude.
Just
giving you the
so rude, giving me the runaround. And like I told Matthew to wait in the car with Ranger, because, you know, poor thing, like we drag him out, and like he's probably like, what the heck's going on? Like, he already knows, like, whenever, well, I don't know if he knows like about the Petco, but like when we would get to our old vet, like he knew like, uh-oh, I'm gonna get a shot in my butt or something's gonna happen, you know? So I was like, just stay here with him. And like, I don't know, it was just a mess. So
because I would have,
yeah, Matthew would have, it was kind of probably best that I went in there. Whenever she like left to go find a manager, Matthew was like, I called Matthew, and and then the other part, this one thing I will say that like really got to me, after she's like arguing back with me, she's like, well, do you want me to see if any other locations have any openings tonight? And I was like, yes, like, please, that would be fantastic. Like, it was never like, I'm so sorry for the inconvenience. Like, yes, we canceled your appointment, but let me see what I can do for you. At least if I have an appointment tomorrow morning, first thing, or tonight at another store. Like, there is no, like, hey, yeah, this happened, and I'm like, it's our first time ever coming to you. Like, I've never ever booked with Vetco before, you know, so it was just like, yeah, sure did, canceled it. Oh, and then she's like, there's other, and I'm like, you can't see me now. Like, somehow my appointment got taken so quickly. And she's like, yeah, there's dogs back there that actually are here for their appointments and like need to be seen. Like, throwing it in my face. So it was just like annoying and frustrating. But besides that, my friend that lives here at my apartment actually gave me her vet, and she had given this vet to me like a while ago, and we had called them, but not gonna lie, their prices are expensive. But we just ended up booking them, because even though like I have always heard like bad things about Petco's vets in general, but this is like a new like Vetco, and I was like, let's just try it. But like, even like we both took a nap before this appointment, because like of the whole doctor's thing. Like, I was just like coming down from it, and like me and Matthew kind of like took a nap, and he was feeling off, and like we both kind of like we didn't sleep in, but we like, for some reason, like we were running late to this appointment, and Matthew was so on time. He's never late to anything, and like we were like rushing, and like we just felt off. So I just think it was like God just being like this is not like where you need to take Ranger to.
Yeah, there's a front desk lady with mobile. She was super rude.
She was really rude. Like, she was really rude.
I don't throw that word out like that frequently. I don't. She was just super rude.
Yeah. Oh, and then and the other thing that like got me upset too, like, because I told her something like the flea issue is like really kind of like what's getting to us. It's like, this was never an issue in San Antonio where Ranger had like fleas like this. So I don't know if it's like when we took Bella to the groomers and she came back with like this skin issue, and like, you know, like,
or she brought the fleas
or what. And then so Matthew called and booked the appointment in the car for the other vet. And the lady was like, well, there's this over-the-counter thing that you can buy. Like, I'd recommend buying that until you can come see us. And the girl at the Vetco, she could have been like, you know what, at least buy this product. It'll help you in the meantime until you can get seen. There was like no other options. And I'm like, ugh. Like, so Matthew just went inside to go back and buy it. It's like something, and I mean, we already gave it to the dogs, but it was just overall like a really like frustrating situation. So poor puppy has been through a lot today. He's gonna get a little steak tonight, but he will get seen tomorrow morning. And honestly, I have a much better feeling about this vet. And I even told him, I'm like, look, Ranger's like kind of a handful. Like, he's a COVID dog, so he's good around people, but not really other dogs. And they were like, it's not a problem. Like, call us when you're here. We'll let you know when the waiting room is clear. You can bring them in. Like, just super friendly. So, and just like, they just seem like they cared. So I'm really happy to take him there tomorrow, even though it might, you know, cost a little bit more.
But you get what you pay for.
You get what you pay for. That is so true. That is so true.
Be taken care of. Like I've never met someone like that. Like
yeah.
I've dealt with rude people. Rude
yeah.
customer
it was just like no sympathy, no help.
No, it was almost like she was like happy to see us like frustrated, and we weren't like even frustrated at first. We were just like, oh well, like why was it canceled? She's like, yep,
like sure did, sure canceled it,
did. And we're like, okay, like why, you know?
And then the other thing too, when Matthew went inside to get that over the counter like flea medication or whatever, Matthew said that she was gossiping about me inside. He didn't catch the whole thing, but he's like, I knew that she was talking about you.
Took every ounce of me to like go in there and be like, oh, I thought you guys had dogs to take care of.
Yeah.
No, you got time to be over here talking shit? Like, oh.
Yeah, so.
Woo!
But yeah, that happened, and you know, Ranger's been through a lot, but the poor puppy's right here, right? But we just got home. Matthew's gonna start making some dinner. I feel like hopefully, like, I don't know why my camera, I noticed in my last vlog, like my lens kept like focusing like in and out or something. So I don't know, hopefully it's okay in this clip. But we were watching the new episode of Selling the OC. Honestly, like I like Selling Sunset better, but I will say the drama on Selling the OC, it's not better. Like I like the characters in Selling Sunset better, but the drama is definitely juicy, like, because I just want to know, like, what happened with Alex Hall and that freaking guy, what's his name? I don't even know his name. The dude that Alex Hall's, like, dating or whatever. But, or not dating, I guess, I don't know. But we're watching Selling the OC. Matthew's going to start making some steaks. And, yeah, it's just, you know, going to be our evening. Tomorrow is Matthew's last day off, so we're going to have to do Ranger's appointment. And we were going to, like, just have, like, a cleaning day tomorrow, but we still might, so we'll see. And we didn't go get coffee today. I was so sad we didn't make it to Ghoul Coffee. Hopefully we'll try it again next week. But yeah, we'll try it out. It's just today was a day for sure, and it sucks because I wanted to do all like my appointment and Ranger's appointment today, but it all happened for a reason.
Yeah, so hey, you know, because really, like, even if like, what if we did book the appointment, and what if they? I mean, they don't look like they do a thorough job either, because they had a window, right? Like, you know where the dog food was? They had like an open window which you can see in like one of the doctor's offices. No one was seeing no dog. There was no dog. Like there was like 3 women in one thing, like just talking up a storm. As that rude the front was talking to like another tech. Yeah, like I think they were just like, you know, they just didn't want to help nobody.
It's a shame, but yeah, I'm gonna continue watching Selling the OC, and I will update you once Matthew makes dinner.
Yeah, vetco.
Okay, thank you. Puppy steaks are done. This one is Ranger's, this one is Bella's. It'll be gone in 0.5 seconds. And then here we have Bella's. The way she like attacks her food is so funny to me. This is how our dinner is looking. And I know I've mentioned this before, but this steak seasoning, the hardcore black carnivore,
love it.
It's so good. It'll make your steaks look black, but
delicious.
It's so good. Dinner's done. It looks so good.
Thank you. Paper plates because I don't feel like doing that many dishes tonight. So don't come at me. All right, it's been a day.
It's been a day.